paid. So.
All right. All right, folks. Welcome to Cardi Cards. This is break 279. You know, Blah loves his Bulls. So everybody's paid up, right?
Yep.
All right. Everybody's paid up. Good to go. Come with this one here. Oh, okay. We're good.
Tabs.
What tabs?
Yeah. 13.
Oh, sorry. All right. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm good. Or just...
Yeah, you can just give a rundown.
All right. We're going to give a rundown of who has what. We have Shane E with the Spurs, Blah with the Bulls, Michelle G with the Celtics, Ruben M with the Hornets, Marty with the Mavericks, Solomon with the Warriors, Louis D Pistons, Caesar with the Lakers, Eric T with the Bucks, Alec with the Timberwolves, Nathan with the Pelicans, Gerald with the Thunder, Kelly F with the Sixers, Robert B with the Kings, Dan R with the Grizzlies and the Magic, Rupert with the Raptors, Darren M with the Nuggets, Clippers, and Pacers, Debbie S with the Heat, Rockets, Wizards, and Suns, and Natapong with the Nets and Jazz, Joseph C with the Hawks and Trailblazers, and Thomas H with the Cavaliers and the Knicks. We got 20 boxes here. Go ahead and get started. Good luck to one and all. All right, Van Fleet, Dennis Schroeder, Kira Lewis Jr., and a bang insert of Luka Doncic. Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges, Steve Nash, and a Jordan Clarkson. Paul Millsap, Kyle Anderson, James Wiseman, and a Russell Westbrook Jam Masters. And you kind of don't need to say his name correctly if he ain't going to play correctly, right? Respect the game. We respect the name, Russ. PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, Steph Curry, Killian Hayes. We also have trivia for tonight. We'll ask a few of those questions a little bit later. Rajon Rondo, Gary Trent Jr., Peyton Pritchard, and Blake Griffin, Jam Masters. Nemanja Bjelica, Mitchell Robinson, Tyrese Maxey, and Jabari Parker. John Wall, Tristan Thompson, Precious Achua, and Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson.
Zion
Williamson 6.
There you go. You're giving him a new name. Xanos No More. Monte Morris. Eric Gordon. Tony Parker. Great point guard in this time. Aaron Baines.
Is he now?
I like to believe so. I think Tony's one of the better international players the league's seen. That's the plan, Shane. That's the plan. To bring the heat. Shane wants you to check your messages, Dan.
I will.
When you get a chance. Andrew, hold on, get some focus here. Andrew Wiggins. Evan Fournier. Don't say the Fournier without the Evan. Get a focus. Kevin Durant, Finals MVP. And Bradley Beal will the win.
How was the Will to win?
Pretty good as long as he's getting paid, I guess. Kyle Kuzma, who is trolling with his outfits now. Jakob Portal. Cole Anthony NBA debut. And a Yusuf
I heard
Nurkic.
he's auditioning for the new Catwoman movie.
I believe so. I think he's going to try to get Zoe Kravitz up out of here in the new Batman movie. Shane, don't do that. Don't do that. We're not going to disrespect Zion like that. I understand he's not playing, but we don't have to get just rude about it.
What do you say?
Davis Bertans. I'm not going to repeat that. D'Angelo Russell. Obi Toppin. And Aaron Gordon Elevate. Obadiah Toppin. Hardest working man in New York, RJ Barrett. Chris Middleton.
Think so?
Yeah. Tony Parker. Derrick Rose. Yeah, RJ believes he's the best player on the floor. Whether his talent speaks to it or not, but he's going to play as hard as he possibly can. Malcolm Brogdon. Eric Gordon. Precious Achua. And Shaquille O'Neal Jam Masters.
Sure.
Daniel Green. Tristan Thompson.
Green Arrow.
Tyrese Maxey. And a CJ Ellerby. Non-WNBA pose. Kind of missed those. WNBA logo. A CJ Ellerby. Maybe the hottest point guard in the league right now, John Morant.
We can see it in the next
Mitchell
break.
Robinson. Peyton Pritchard. And a bang insert of Trae Young. Love those bang inserts. Game winners. Who doesn't love a good game winner, right?
Bang Energy.
Steph Curry.
Sponsored by
Gary Trent Jr.
It's not sponsored by
Steph Curry. Markel Fultz.
We wish.
Not yet. Not yet, at least. We'll be doing it pretty big when the sponsorships start coming through, right? We'll get out Mike Breen. Bang! Just have him in the background. He'll get that Michael Buffer check. $1 million for the bang! Don't threaten me, blah. Do not threaten me. I don't take kindly to threats, sir. Darius Garden, my favorite young point guard. Jared Culver. LaMelo Ball. And a Paul George Jam Masters. First Mellow of the night. Rudy Gobert. DeMar DeRozan. Kevin Garnett. And a Josh Jackson.
You want to know something funny?
I'd love to.
So Mike Brang.
Blake Griffin. Jules Randle.
He was at the
Dame Lillard.
same driving range that I was at.
Jay Crowder. Did you tee off and say bang every time you did?
No, actually, at the time, I didn't know who he was.
How do you not know who Mike? Never mind.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do this right now. So it's a sports broadcaster. Chris Boucher.
This was like 8 years ago.
Thomas Bryant. Cole Anthony. And the Zach LaVine will to win. Mike Breen, man. Mike Breen. Matisse Thybulle. Cam Reddish. Killian Hayes. Danny Green. Michael Porter Jr. got paid and laid down. OG Anunoby.
Did he?
Devin Vassell.
He's out.
RJ Barrett.
How long is he out for? A year?
I don't know, man. He's always had those back issues and can't really stay healthy.
It like runs in the family though, right?
Yeah, it's a family thing.
The brothers hurt, the sisters
Laurie
hurt.
Markkinen, Harrison Barnes,
Like, everybody's hurt, right?
Isaac Okoro,
Basically.
and Joel Embiid elevate. Yeah, everybody's hurt. The whole family is. But the pockets weren't hurt before he got hurt, so
yeah,
good to go.
Paid, so. Good enough, I guess.
It's a lot of that in the NBA right now. Yeah. DeJounte Murray, Derrick Rose, Jason Kidd, and Jayshawn Tate. Nice Jason. Jayshawn Tate. Play a little bit. All right. Should probably put the blade side on it.
That might help.
A little bit. And Shane with more Zion slander. I don't know what happened with you guys, man. Shane and Blah, Blah I kind of know he's gonna find a way to upset the Breakers as best he can. But Shane, this is unlike you, sir.
Uncharted territory.
This is unlike you, Shane. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys make sure you hit the likes though. Sekou Doumbouya, Karl Anthony Towns, Vernon Carey Jr., Eric Pascal.
EP.
No. Wendell Carter Jr.,
Not
Jabari
EP.
Parker. You need to make an EP. Jalen Smith and a Russell Westbrook elevate. Yeah,
Can't
Blah.
even do that anymore.
Yeah, Blah. We understand that's what you do. That's how you get down. So I'm not really upset about that. Shane, this is just it's heartbreaking for me. Dame Lillard, Brandon Clark, Killian Hayes, and a Cole Anthony NBA debut.
They should have made that Westbrook card used to elevate. Used to get elevate.
He elevates. He still get up. He just don't actually do anything with it. Goran Dragic.
He's missed so many dunks this year.
Doug McDermott is horrible. Hakeem Olajuwon, the GOAT center, and Giannis will to win.
These are like dunks he used to like posterize people.
Lonnie Walker the fourth, Maxi Kleber, Tyrese Maxey, and Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba showing that promise. See, Blah? You see what happens when you give out that negative energy? Derrick Jones gets hurt. He should blame you. Aaron Gordon, Bull, LeBron James, National Pride, and Dennis Rodman Hall of Fame. I really hope Dwayne Casey figures that out because I need Bull to play up to his potential. Spider Mitchell, Lou Dort, Manuel Quickley, and LeBron James.
Do you know?
Back-to-back LeBrons. Back-to-back LeBron National Pride cards. Nothing wrong with that. Good hit for you Laker fans. Spencer Dinwiddie.
LeBron.
Thug Life Zach Collins. Anthony Edwards. And Akira Lewis. All right, folks, we're going to get into our first trivia question for this. Get it to focus here. This Cole Anthony instant impact. The question is, Which first-round pick did Cole Anthony replace as the point guard at the University of North Carolina? First person with the correct answer in the chat will receive the card. In the meantime, get to more of this heat. Dan Rivera apparently really loved your joke, though. I don't remember what you said, but the man is in tears. Dan Rivera loved your comment. Michael Porter Jr.
I'm old, I forget.
Hamidou Diallo. Anthony Davis.
No, that's good.
Tyus Jones. Shane has a ton of bowl, so I know he's hoping Dwayne Casey does the right thing as well. Rudy Gobert, Bojan Bogdanovic, Mason Jones, and Zach LaVine will to win. You guys make sure you get the likes. Darius Garland, Tim Hardaway Jr., Onyeka Okongwu, and another Onyeka Okongwu. Back-to-back big O's. Blake Griffin, James Harden, Devin Vassell, and a Trae Young bang insert.
Bang.
I see the answer in the chat. Dan Rivera, Kobe White is correct. So this card will go to you, Dan. Congratulations. Way to be quick on the draw. We have 2 more trivia questions coming up, so don't fret. You still have a chance to win. Chris Boucher, Jeremy Grant, Kevin Garnett, and DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle, Will Barton, LaMelo Ball, Joel Embiid elevate. Joel Embiid actually does elevate, so I don't mind him being on the front of that card there.
Really?
Lauri Markkanen, as much as he needs to. Bogdan Bogdanovic, Dame Lillard, National Pride, and Domantas Sabonis. Domantas of House Sabonis. Nah, Shane, I didn't see a whole lot of minutes for Bol just because you got Jokic over there. DeJounte Murray, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good.
Cole Anthony, so I've heard. And a Grant Hill Hall of Fame. Now that
He's not
is a
Hall
guy.
of Fame, is he?
Well, it's a Holo of Fame. It's punny to me, and I'm just not gonna do it. But Grant Hill is one of my favorites.
He's
To
not
ever
Hall of Fame.
lace them up. Not yet. I don't see.
He'll probably get in there.
Yeah, I think he probably will.
At least on college.
Yeah. I think that's the part that a lot of people forget when you talk about Basketball Hall of Fame. It's not just the NBA, it's what you've done anywhere basketball is played professionally. So, Grant Hill has a good shot. Well, I shouldn't say professionally because they're taking college. But
Mark
Grant
got a
Hill
shot.
should have it. Oh, yeah. Stephon's definitely got a shot. If he doesn't make it to he's going to make it. He's going to make it. If nothing else, he'll get a shrine in China. And probably a Vaseline sponsorship. Avika Zubac, Brandon Ingram, Paul George, and Onyeka Okongwu. If you got the Hawks, you're hitting pretty big tonight. Elf Payton, Anthony Davis, LeBron James Finals MVP, and the Kevin Garnett Hall of Fame. Yeah, Grant Hill is another one of those horror stories, just how injuries can just completely derail a career. Ben Macklemore, Kyrie Irving, Tyrese Halliburton, first one of the night, and Davis Bertans. All right, Dan. Kemba Walker. It's a funny joke about that, actually. Drew Holiday, Isaiah Joe, and James Wiseman. There were some Twitter trolls who went at Greg and made sure they let him know that Cole's already better than he is. Greg responded with, he's better than a lot of people's fathers. Shake Milton.
You're not wrong.
Reggie Bullock. Jerry West, all-time great, and an R.J. Barrett. It's crazy to be alive to see these guys' fathers play and then to see their kids in the league. It's just wild. Cody Zeller, Bam Adebayo, Desmond Bain, Dane's favorite, and the cover boy, Luka Doncic.
I mean, genetics are a real thing, you know?
As Clark Kellogg would say, you can't stray from the DNA. Ricky Rubio, it's pause-worthy, but Kelly Oubre Jr., Peyton Pritchard, and Evan Fournier. Remember, never Google the Fournier by itself.
Might have to try that.
Always remember the Evan.
Yeah.
If you are going to be so bold, do it in the privacy of your own home. Duncan Robinson, Jay Crowder. There you go, Blah. First paw of the night, and a Domantas Sabonis will to win. So Blah should probably get off my back now that we pull this Patrick Williams. Even though we pulled like 15 of them the other night.
But he didn't have it.
Doesn't matter, we still pulled him. I mean, if he didn't buy in, it's on him.
His fault.
Yeah, Blah. Give your money to Cardi Cards. Yeah, Dan. Same here. And we're going to see a whole nother crop of them real soon. There will go, Blah. All right, there will go. Okay. Genesis, I do not believe we have pulled the Genesis yet, Shane.
Nope.
It's on the way, though.
Hopefully.
KCP.
Nice.
Rudy Gay. Bold prediction. Mason Jones and a Vince Carter Jam Masters. You know, there's no pleasing Blah.
No.
There's no pleasing Blah at all. I'm learning that now. I didn't know that from the other side.
That's why I ignore him most of the time.
T.J. Warren, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Davis, and Onyeka Okongwu. If you are an Onyeka Okongwu fan, tonight is your night. Hidden Big, Ben Macklemore, Jared Culver, James Wiseman, and Chris Paul.
Not Ben, the rapper.
Macklemore?
Macklemore.
I don't know.
Oh.
Also not checking.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure somebody somewhere could tell you. Not me. Elfrid Payton.
I saw him perform live.
Jules Randle, lucky you. Steph Curry.
Mac Miller.
Ray Allen.
Mac Miller was a good live.
In his Supersonics jersey. Yeah, Mac. R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Heck of a guy. Isaiah Roby, Dennis Schroeder, Josh Green, and Anthony Davis Elevate. Josh Green is actually starting to get some minutes over in Dallas, and I think that might lead to some value increasing for him if he can figure out that jump shot. Be a good asset. LeBron James, Darius Baisley, Tyrese Maxey, Bradley Beal, LeBron James. That's right, Joe. Pulling all kind of greens for the Hawks tonight. Lonnie Walker, number 4. Kawhi Leonard. Shaquille O'Neal, Finals MVP. And Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon is like the ultimate journeyman.
Is he?
Yeah,
I think he made an All-Star game before.
Yeah, he's nice. I'm not saying he can't play, but that dude bounces around all
He's on the
kind of
Rockets
teams.
still, right?
Yeah, again.
He hasn't moved since the Rockets.
JJ Redick, it's like his 3rd time with the Rockets. Rui Hachimura,
I don't know.
Reggie Perry, Thad Young,
Oh, so
Thaddeus Young.
What's his name? Rowan? RJ?
Yeah, Rowan Barrett Jr.
Rowan.
Yeah, looks just like his dad too.
Was he?
Yeah, undeniable. positive thing, right?
Like Wilt and Otto Porter. Otto Porter Jr. They kind of look alike. Have you seen it?
You can find traces of Wilt and a lot of players, I'm sure.
Wilt and LeBron, just based on pure athleticism. It's for sure.
Monte Morris, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jason Kidd, Anthony Davis, elevate.
Wilt fathered half the league.
The Godfather. Thaddeus Young, Tristan Thompson, Emmanuel Quickley, Colin Sexton.
There's no way you sleep without many women that don't have a child.
I mean, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I believe we pulled a Vassell already, Shane. And we did pull a Anthony Edwards a little bit earlier. Way to pay attention, Shane. Geez. Nick Vucevic, Mitchell Robinson, LeBron James, Ja Morant. I like Vooch too. That was a really good pickup for the Bulls. Very underrated player.
Too bad it's only going to lead them to their second round.
Wow. Grayson Allen. Duck the shots, blah. Duck the shots. Gary Trent Jr. actually has surpassed his father already also. Tyrese Maxey and James Harden. Gary Trent Sr. was called the Shaq of the Mac back when he was playing college ball. Gary Trent Jr. is 6'5". Just let that rest with you there. Kristaps Porzingis. Tobias Harris. Hakeem Olajuwon. And a John Wall Jam Masters. Will he ever jam again? And it not be in pregame warm-ups.
How tall is LeBron?
Bronny, 6'6", I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Bryson, I think Bryson is not that far behind him either. The
He's
aforementioned, yeah, he's a shooter of the family. They're even more so than Bronny, which is pretty crazy because Bronny got a jumper. Kyle Anderson, Killian Hayes, Jason Tatum, national pride.
I know it's hard to say, but how good do you think Bronny is going to be? In relation to his class.
In relation to his class, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges.
Because I think I looked at the
Jalen
rankings,
Smith NBA debut.
and he was like ranked like 40th or something
And a Steph Curry insert
in his
bang.
class. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna make it in the league based off pedigree and his dad being in the league. I'm not saying he can't play, but I don't know if Bronny gets a lotto look without that daddy stamp. The DeJounte Murray, but he can play. I mean, he should be in the league. Dennis Schroeder, Vernon Carey Jr., and Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, I think kid's gonna be good, but he'll definitely get that Austin Rivers love to where Pops being around kind of solidifies. Keeps him in the league for a while. But I do like the jump shot. His jump shot is definitely more advanced than his dad's was at that same age, for sure. No question. If anything, LeBron learned how to shoot from Bronny. Shout out to Maddox in the chat. Love you, baby boy.
What's up, Maddox? Even though you didn't want to give me a high five.
Colin Sexton, Steph Curry, Tyrese Maxey, and Emmanuel Quickley. Duncan Robinson, Mason Plumlee. Wow, that was way off. Josh Green. Ain't 3 cards in that one. We got Jet. College wise, I don't know. I don't think he's committed anywhere yet, Shane. I'm not sure.
He's not going to college.
Nah, he's gonna go. Unless they change the rules, he's going. Ricky Rubio.
College?
Yeah. Oh. Kelly Oubre. That 19 is still in place.
I
Allen Iverson. Shaquille O'Neal. Jam Masters, and Akira Lewis.
You know who I am? LeBron's son.
You want me to put on a college jersey?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? Cody Zeller, Keldon Johnson, We're losing them. We're losing them, but we got them. Jaden McDaniels, in case you wanted that Anthony Edwards tease, and a Ray Allen. Shake Milton, Steven Adams, Obadiah Toppin, and a Christian Wood.
Drew Williams,
Kemba Walker, Jamichael Green, underrated player, Sam Merrill, and another Anthony Edwards NBA debut. Who? Jamichael Green? I believe he's a Nugget. I believe he's a Nugget.
Pretty sure he was on the Clippers.
Yeah, for sure. He's been around a few teams. I want to say the Mavs are part of that too. Ben McLemore. It's a Ben McLemore break, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, and a Kristaps Porzingis. Color match. Nice looking card there.
Man, that guy should be a top
Elf
10
Payton,
player in the league.
easily.
Based on his skill set and
Bags.
He's athletic and he's 7'3".
Paul Reed.
Crazy.
And perhaps the most underrated point guard of all time, John Stockton.
I watched Porzingis play a lot, and I'm like, how is this guy not elite?
So when we have these Chet Holmgren conversations, that's who I think he tops out as in the league right now. Chet Holmgren is Kristaps without.
He's nowhere near as athletic though.
That's Kristaps, no. But he's more.
Kristaps a pretty freak athlete.
He's more skilled though. Chet's ridiculously skilled, but I don't know. Like I told you, I don't know how well that's going to translate at his size because he is super thin.
Skinny. Yeah.
Dan Rivera is looking for a Desmond Bain, it looks like. And I believe we pulled one earlier. Spider Mitchell, Devontae Graham, Obadiah Toppin, and Bojan Bogdanovic. Bojan. Spencer Dinwiddie, pay me in crypto, he says. Daniel Tice, Cole Anthony NBA debut, and a Dennis Rodman Hall of Fame.
I'll take payment in crypto right now.
I think Spence wanted a portion of his contract to be done in Bitcoin. It's actually pretty interesting. People laughed at him, but what do you know?
Buy the dip.
Rolo, LaMarcus Aldridge, welcome back. Kevin Durant, and a Tim Hardaway color match. Tim Hardaway Jr. Sorry, I gotta specify.
He looks nothing like his father.
Nope, neither is Gary Payton II.
Yeah.
Gary's made some nice jokes about that. Miles Bridges, Mike Conley, Tyrese Maxey, and a Ray Allen legacy saver, Bang insert. Huh?
Genesis.
Oh, so we did pull one.
KP.
Hey! Do I need what I need to?
Yep.
So this Kristaps Porzingis is a Genesis. Who was that asked for one earlier? Was that Shane?
Marty. No. Marty said Genesis.
Marty said Genesis? All right. Well, we got one for you there, Marty. Dane's favorite two guard, Devin Booker. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, the one that counts. Josh Green.
Devin Jenner.
And a Brooke Lopez. Brolo. Not Blake. Blah wants another Paul. So let's see what we can do for you, Blah. Scary Terry, Lou Will, Allen Iverson, and an Aaron Gordon Jam Masters. We have children in the chat, Blah. Watch the language. Land sakes, man. It's a PG show, sir. JJ Redick, Taylor Horton Tucker, Jaden McDaniels, Isaac Okoro. Figuring it out in Cleveland. I think he doesn't have a choice because that train is going to leave real soon. Cavs are going to be a really good team going forward. So you better get in line now. Find a role or you'll be out of there. We get a focus here so we can Get some Jonas Valanciunas love, right? Jonas Valanciunas, Boban Marjanovic, the GOAT, Obadiah Toppin, and Steph Curry will win.
Who's the top 5 shooters all time, in your opinion?
Steph, Clay.
Clay's 2?
Clay's 2.
Okay.
Steph, Clay, Ray, Reggie. And
why do you have Ray above Reggie?
Why do I don't know if I
always feel like that's a tough one.
I'd say for me, Ray over Reggie because of versatility. Ray being able to kind of hit from a lot of different places. Reggie wasn't as good off the pull-up as Ray was. Reggie did, however, have a nice post game. A better post game he gets credit for. But Ray off the bounce is actually pretty nice. The only problem with Ray's shot is it was so flat. Super flat.
Yeah, it was.
That thing was a missile going to the basket.
And he still made it.
JJ Redick, yes, blah. Clay over Ray and Reggie. Rashawn Holmes, Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine. Dan Rivera wants to buy all the Ray Allen cards and burn them. He's a Spurs fan, so I understand the pain. I feel that way about Hakeem sometimes, but you know, I can't blame anybody but Brian Hill in that regard. Robin Lopez, Serge Ibaka, Udoka Azubuike, and Miles Bridges. Miles was like running away with MIP, but I think my guy Darius Garland might have something to say about that, to be honest with you. Darius is really, really playing good. Spencer Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson, Gary Payton, and a Kyrie Irving bang insert. Nice hit. Spider Mitchell, Alex Caruso, Nico Mannion, and Robin Lopez. Caruso GOAT.
Caruso.
The Caruso. Defensive stopper. Aaron Gordon, Vic Oladipo.
Bald Mamba.
Wow. Tyrese Halliburton.
Isn't that what they called it?
Josh Richardson, huh?
I don't know. They call it.
Nobody that wanted to keep any kind of self-respect. Anyway.
I just hear about people saying it.
I'm not people, but you know, people have said it.
Yeah.
I don't like Tyler Hero, Yusuf Nurkic, DeMar DeRozan, Jason Tatum, Troy Brown Jr.
Why was Hero acting like he was gonna fight Nurkic? Like Hero, if you don't sit down.
Yeah, that's a
Like he has no shot.
Yeah, I want to save it, but I can't. I have nothing. I got nothing to save it with. Nurkic is a monster, and he's like the runt of his family, by the way. Markel Fultz,
And he's forward.
OG Anunoby,
You know how those forms.
Sam Merrill, and Anthony Edwards, National Pride. Nice hit. Yeah, we learned something about those Nugget International big men. Nurkic and Jokic are people you don't want to mess with. PJ Renner, Thomas Bryant. There's another Paul for you there, Blah. A Paul for Blah. And a Vince Carter Jam Masters. All right, folks, we're going to get into our second trivia question of the evening for this SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The question is, name 5 University of Kentucky teammates of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander that are currently in the NBA. 5 former University of Kentucky teammates that are currently in the NBA. And remember, SGA was only in school for a year, so that should narrow it down for you if you know the roster and know who's in the league. Get your Googles ready. They are allowed.
Paul Pierce, and he was coached by Adolph Rupp.
Wow. The age gap in those names is insane, my good man.
Was it close?
No. No. I want to lie to you, but I can't do it. I can't do it. DeAndre Hunter, Kyrie Irving, Patrick Williams. You know, Blah, you ask for him and they just keep flying. Norman Powell. Norman Powell with a breakout year. Chris Paul, point guard. Anthony Davis, Shaquille O'Neal, Finals MVP, and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Is Vernon Carey Jr. playing?
He might be G League, and maybe he's playing with LiAngelo, but I don't know. He's not playing for the main roster.
He should just be a tackle.
Bradley Beal, Brandon Ingram, and LiAngelo should be a tight end.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton and a Grayson Allen.
They can start their football career.
Shane wants to know what the question was. The question is for a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Name 5 players that attended the University of Kentucky with him that are currently in the NBA. Josh Okogie, Rudy Gay, Nico Mannion, and Kristaps Porzingis. Elevate. Markel Fultz, Clint Capella, Gary Payton Sr., Joe Ingles. Yusef Nurkic, Kawhi Leonard, Udosa Azubuike, and Sean Kemp Jam Masters. What was that statement that someone made about Sean Kemp in comparison to a fantastic player in the league today?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be repeated, but I do remember some egregious statement being made about Sean Kemp in comparison to another player currently in the league. Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, Denny Adiva, and Larry Bird. Huh?
So you might be watching.
Well, chime on in. tell us who that Sean Kemp comp is.
Sean Antetokounmpo.
Wow. Nicholas Batum. We're gonna move right along. Alex Caruso and Jamias Ramsey.
I mean, they only have one thing in common.
All right. So the answer to the question is in the chat. Ride the card. You are correct.
They play power forward. That's it.
PJ Washington, Hamidou Diallo, Nick Richards, Kevin Knox, and Wenyen Gabriel. We would have also accepted Jared Vanderbilt as well. So you are going to receive this Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Congratulations, sir.
SGA.
Wait, is he in the? I'll make sure he's in the break, right? Who are you? What team do you have in this break, Rye?
Yeah, their YouTube names don't always match.
Yeah. Let's make sure we get that before we just start throwing you winners. Oh, Celtics. Okay. All right, Michelle G. All right, Michelle, congratulations. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is yours. Great player, by the way. Fantastic talent. He's the reason Kawhi Leonard is a Clipper. Also the reason why Chris Paul is his son. Otto Porter Jr., LaMarcus Aldridge, James Wiseman, and Malik Beasley. No hands Beasley. No hands Beasley. Not because he can't catch. Michael Porter Jr., Mike Conley, Patrick Williams. Blah, you keep asking for him and he keeps popping up. Josh Okogie.
I have to say, Mike Conley had himself a career.
Mike Conley.
I did not think he was going to be like this good coming out of Ohio State.
Nah, it was all about the Odin.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But I watched Conley and I was like, he's solid, but I think he'll be like a
Rudy Gobert, Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
I thought he was going to be like a
Peyton Pritchard,
like a
Nick Batum.
maybe like a bench, like a six man.
I thought the same thing with that Duke combination, that maybe Tyus was pulling the trigger a little early, and Jalil was going to be the actual stud there, and I was super wrong. Darius Garland, Lou Williams, Desmond Bain, and a Blake Griffin Jam Masters. You're welcome, Blah. You're very welcome. Blake Griffin regular card. THT, Jerry West, Miles Turner. Miles would have been a good pickup for us. I would have liked to get him in a Lakers jersey before the deadline. But that didn't happen.
Add some extra shooting.
Chris Boucher, Boban Marjanovic, Isaiah Joe, and Zion Williamson will to win. And one of the better shot blockers in the league, too. Yeah, Miles is a great rim protector. Can't rebound, but...
No, that's what pisses me off. I see 7-footers that can't get, 10 rebounds a game.
Matisse Thybulle, Andre Drummond, Therese Halliburton, and C.J. Ellerby.
Brooke Lopez started at 10.
Roy Hibbert, here's looking at you, sir. 7'2", never averaged more than 9 rebounds a game for his career. Lauri Markkanen, Aaron Baines, LeBron James, and Donovan Mitchell elevate.
He made an All-Star game and he stole money from the Lakers.
He stole money from a lot of teams.
Very true.
Roy was out here just thieving for a while there. Didn't understand it. That Duke run, blah. Everybody kind of played a role at one point in time. Grayson Allen was really good. Justice Winslow had a nice tournament. Ja was the face, but yeah, Tyus was the engine. He kind of helped things stay in line. That was the last great team that Coach K had. He's had better talent since then, but as far as the team, that was the one. Jordan Clarkson, Cam Reddish, Tyrese Maxey, D-Lo. I'll never forget D'Angelo's post-game celebratory profanity after a summer league game. Larry Shamet, Jimmy Butler.
I know what game you're talking about, but I don't know what he said.
Obadiah Toppin. I'm not going to repeat it. We have children watching. Terry Rozier. It's like, bro, you came back in a summer league game. Let's go ahead and let's relax. But at the time, we didn't have a whole lot to play for. Terry Rozier, DeAndre Ayton, Jamias Ramsey, and Aaron Gordon elevate Javier Tillman. Really important player for the Grizzlies. I like his game. Mo Bamba.
Xavier.
Malik Beasley.
Like Xavier Henry. He was
Tyrese
a really
Maxey.
important player too.
At Kansas.
Yeah.
J.J. Redick. And that's debatable.
I just remember he's the next Kobe.
Yeah. They got to stop with that, man. It's like Deshaun Stevenson all over again.
Well, you didn't question the guy.
LeBron James, Ben Simmons, Josh Green.
When he edited it 5 years later.
He edited it 5 years after Deshaun was out the league. He edited it. He was like, look, man, you're not going to keep bringing this up, bro. All right? ESPN called Greg Paulus John Stockton. Nobody said a word. It's like, bro, you compare. Never mind. Steph Curry, Christian Wood, Isaiah Joe, Dame Lillard.
That's too funny.
Will to win. But the question is, will he win in Portland?
No.
All right. There's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Teague, Julius Randle. Oops, dropping everything. James Wiseman, National Pride, and DeMontis Sabonis. The second best Antetokounmpo, Giannis. Bojan Bogdanovic. Steve Nash, all-time great. And a Dominique Wilkins Hall of Fame. What, you got him third?
Thanasis is pretty good.
You got him third?
I got Kostas one.
Okay, all right, well.
Kostas has to be one.
It was close. It was close. Dame might be right on this one, though. Giannis might be the third best Antetokounmpo ever. What are you talking about, Blah? Dame's got to have surgery? What's surgery? Is this a scoop? I mean, come on, Plastic. Do you know something that we don't know, Blah? Is Dame Lillard hurting?
Oh, yeah. He had to get surgery. He's out indefinitely.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's time for those of you...
It's the same injury he had in the playoff.
For those of you who have any Anthony Simons cards, get ready to watch those things take off. I'm giving Anthony the ball, And he gonna put it in the basket. I think he dropped 37 the other night, actually. Isaiah Roby, Trey Burke, Desmond Bain, and Danilo Gallinari. I believe he had 37. I want to say he hit about 8 threes against Brooklyn. They lost.
We were waiting for them to get rid of CJ.
Yeah. In order to give Anthony some time, but, you know. Zach LaVine, Kevin Love, Jerry West, and a bang insert of Steph Curry. That fantastic shot he hit against the Oklahoma City Thunder at my dad's birthday party that upset my younger brother.
Still one of the greatest moments of your life.
Yes. Joe Ingles, Josh Jackson, Isaiah Joe, and Mason Jones. Too many sit-ups. Dame has an ab injury.
I wasn't surprised that he hit that shot.
Nobody was. Especially not the fans on the sideline.
If it was in the playoffs, I'd be a little surprised.
DeAndre Hunter, don't do that. Jay Crowder. I know what you're doing. Yeah, I hear you. Tyrese Halliburton.
I have a point.
DeMontis Sabonis.
Do I not?
I mean, so?
Can you give me a memorable shot that he's made in the playoffs?
I can give you... It's memorable. I don't know if it mattered. It was in the first round against the Grizzlies. He had a three-fourth quarter court shot at the buzzer. First round. Chris Paul. Kelly Oubre. Hey, man, it's memorable. LeBron James. It counted. No. Gordon.
The greatest shooter ever.
You need a moment?
I need a moment.
You need a moment from him?
I need a moment.
You still got time, bro. Yeah. Bradley Beal, Bam Adebayo, Paul George, and Jan Wall.
Because what I remember is him passing to KD and letting KD make it.
And in all due respect, like I told you, on that team, KD's taking that shot from me 11 times out of 10. Josh Okogie.
But then when you look at an all-time list,
Reggie Bullock.
People are going to have Steph over KD.
Pokashevsky. And Devin Vassell. Was this Dan that was asking for the Devin Vassell? There you go.
No, it's Shane.
Nice. Oh, Shane was asking for Devin. My bad. Well, Dan's the Spurs fan. But there you go, Shane. Devin Vassell for you. I want the love.
Or maybe it was Dan, but...
No, Shane, you're right. You're right.
Shane has the Spurs.
Markelle Fultz, Drew Holiday, Magic Johnson, the GOAT PG, and Peyton Pritchard. So back-to-back GOATness. Magic Johnson and Peyton Pritchard. Should I relax? I'll relax. You're right. You're right. Too much. Too much. I'm sorry. I got you, Shane. I got you. Fire for the family. Oh, Blah has an interesting question for you there, Dane. Do you hate on Jordan for passing to Kerr? Or Paxson, for that matter, because he did it to both. Does that tarnish his legacy?
I mean, I can think back and I know Jordan's big shots. He has big shots in big games.
Dane with the rebuttal. Wendell
I'm
Carter
just saying,
Jr.
greatest shooter ever, and I can't think of a significant shot in a big stage.
Dame Lillard, National Pride.
All I'm saying.
Jabari Parker.
He's the greatest shooter ever. I'm not going to argue that.
Take that, Blah.
Look,
take that.
Greatest shooter and you don't have the moment? I don't know.
And you're a Bulls fan, so how dare you question Jordan?
Don't ever question Jordan.
What's wrong with you? Paul George. Out of pocket today, dude. Harrison Barnes. Cole Anthony. And an Anthony Davis.
I mean, I think our analysis and stuff was right. Like he's really like a front runner.
Yeah, for sure.
You want he's a guy that'll put you. You're up
Trae
by 3.
Young.
You're up by 3, and he'll put you up by 13.
Derrick Rose, Killian Hayes, and a Ben Simmons elevate. Yeah, Steph.
But he's not a guy that's gonna like.
Steph makes way more backbreakers than he does game winners.
Yeah.
Steph will definitely break your spirit. Like, we thought we were coming back, and then next thing you know, you're like 3.
But that's why the KD was
like
perfect.
80 feet.
Because then you had the closer.
Christian Wood, not that he needed to close anything. Isaac Okoro, Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
But he did give them the element that he didn't have, and I believe that's the reason why they were able to win. That's my opinion. I think as much as people hated it, KD was a perfect addition. Goran Dragic, Jason Tatum, Jason Kidd, and a bang insert of Carmelo Anthony.
And Draymond screwed it up.
What a game winner. Like I told you, man, I think if KD really wanted to salvage his legacy after that, he should have went. He should have went mercenary. He should have went mercenary.
I agree.
Lonnie Walker the fourth, Eric Pasquale, Denny Adiva.
A legacy like that,
Nikola
just
Vucevic.
teams winning championships with every team.
Didn't he be undeniable? Because right now he's gonna be underrated. When it's all said and done, he's going to be underrated because of that move. People are gonna always look at him funny. Aaron Gordon, Al Horford, Jayshawn Tate, and Tim Duncan. Regardless of what KD does, they're always gonna look at that run. He can be the greatest scorer, the rings, MVPs. He's got everything you need. And you can't deny the skill set. People still look at him crazy for that move. Spider Mitchell, Terrence Ross, Dirk Nowitzki, and Onyeka Okongwu. He was out the loop for a minute, but Big O is back in a major way. If you got the Hawks, you're feeling good tonight. All right, folks. Colin Sexton, Jay Crowder, Ant-Man, and Zach LaVine. Anthony Edwards, I don't think it's taken any lives yet this year, but I'm sure they're on the way. People have learned a lesson. Kyle Kuzma, Kevin Love, Onyeka Okongwu, and a Paul George Jam Masters. Andrew Wiggins, Josh Jackson, Tracy McGrady, and a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty. That's a pretty card right there. I like that one. SGA, Canada's finest. Maybe the best since Steve. Duncan Robinson, Kelly Oubre, James Wiseman, and Cody Zeller. Better than who?
Michael Jordan?
Don't do that. Do not do that. Enough. Richard Rubio, Bam Adebayo, Patrick Williams again, and Joel Embiid. Blah. So it's a damn near guaranteed that I'm going to pull you about 6 Pauls a night when I break. Is that what we're finding out here? Cody Zeller, Reggie Bullock, Peyton Pritchard, and an OG Anunoby. Guys, make sure you hit the likes. Don't forget about the random drawing coming at the conclusion of the break. Shake Milton, Drew Holiday, Desmond Bain, and a Jason Tatum Elevate. Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving, Jerry West, and a Paul George National Pride.
Oh, B.I., he's still a game winner.
Yeah, he's good. He can play a little bit. All right, for our final trivia question for the break, for this Denny Adiva, the question is, name the last player from Maccabi Tel Aviv drafted into the NBA. So Denny Adiva was drafted out of Maccabi Tel Aviv, which is an Israel basketball team. There was one other player drafted before him. Name that last player to come from that organization. And Googles are legal. Hey, Joe, I got you. Don't worry about it, Joe. I'm a big Onyeka fan, so it feels good to pull the Okongwus. Chino Hill's finest. Under the radar, but if you think about it, they produced some pretty good NBA players from that small high school and that little run that they had. PJ Washington Ritter, Serge Ibaka, Emmanuel Quickley, Shake Milton. Gave him a little extra shine there. A little purdy card. Spicy P, Kyle Lowry, Kira Lewis, Dominique Wilkins. Dante DiVincenzo, DeAndre Ayton, Steve Nash, and a James Wiseman NBA debut. Pretty card there. Still waiting for Wiseman to get it together. Amri Caspi is incorrect. So not the last Israeli player to play, but the last player to come from that team, Maccabi Tel Aviv. I see where you guys are going with this, though, and I appreciate it. Draymond Green, Rashawn Holmes, James Wiseman, and Domantas Sabonis. Dane just scared the life out of me a second there. Steph Curry, Danilo Gallinari, Steph Curry, and Michael Porter Jr. Ja Morant, Rui Hachimura, Peyton Pritchard, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen's one of my favorite players. Joe Alexander went to the University of Virginia, so that is incorrect. Danny Green, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tyrese Maxey, and Jason Tatum. Joe?
Yeah.
He was one of those, so he might have been the last combine warrior. You know how Mike Mamula was in the NFL?
He was like a dunker, right?
Yeah, he's an athlete. People thought they can turn him into something else. That wasn't the wave. Oh, we are very blurry. There we go. Speaking of the VA boys, Malcolm Brogdon. You know, I think Joe Alexander was West Virginia, actually. Hamidou Diallo.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Precious Achua, and Tracy McGrady. My apologies.
I know what you're talking about.
Can't be out here making those type of mistakes. Derek Williams went to the University of Arizona. That's also incorrect.
Ron Huggins, is he the coach still?
At West Virginia? I believe so. He had a nice run in Cincinnati, man. He produced. I think he was coaching with Kenyon was there. And Kenyon Martin Sr. was there.
Now the juniors in the league.
Mm-hmm. The player I'm talking about was drafted, and he played for Maccabi Tel Aviv, not a former NBA player that went and played at Maccabi Tel Aviv. He was actually drafted from Maccabi Tel Aviv. Michael Porter Jr., Mason Plumlee, Isaac Okoro, and a Dame Lillard bang insert. Otto Porter Jr., Steph Curry, RJ Hampton. I was heavy on RJ. I still like RJ's game. And Kevin Durant. CJ McCollum, Evan Fournier, Vince Carter all-time greats, and T-Mac, cousin of Vince Carter all-time greats, right behind him. I'm hoping Bol has one of those T-Mac type of I finally got from out of there and now I can show the world what I can really do type of leaps. Monte Morris, Jakob Portal, Jalen Smith, Danny Green. Michelle, you are correct. Dragan Bender. Congratulations. Dragan Bender was the correct answer. So Michelle, you will receive this Deni Adiva. John Wall, D'Angelo Russell, LaMelo Ball National Pride, and Domantas Sabonis Elevate. Nemanja Bjelica, Chris Middleton, Kawhi Leonard, and Devontae Graham. Rajon Rondo, Eric Gordon, James Wiseman, and Anthony Davis will to win. PJ Tucker, Tristan Thompson, Theo Maledon, and a PJ Washington. All right, folks. Last box. Hey, Blah, I want you to use your brain a little bit, or your Google, which is probably faster than your brain. So, yeah, the questions are going to be ones that make you think a little bit. But they're well worth it. It's a good time. Appreciate you guys for participating. Josh Hart, Christian Wood, Denny Adiva, Grant Hill. Grant Hill had one of my favorite crossovers of all time. He smoked one of the greatest defenders of all time. And Scottie Pippen had him looking crazy. Derrick Jones Jr., Jason Tatum, Jayshawn Tate, Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly hooping in Charlotte. Game's a lot more fun with a rope point guard. Kristaps Porzingis, Eric Pasquale, Dirk Nowitzki, and a Dwayne Wade bang insert. Grayson Allen, Al Horford, James Harden. Oh, very nice Allen Iverson. All-time great. AI. One of the best handles in the history of the game, but not the best handle in the history of the game, regardless of what the general population thinks. Nikola Vucevic, Terrence Ross, Aaron Nesmith, and Magic Johnson. Hall of Fame. I don't believe that, Blah. I don't think any of our audience members are struggling with that particular question. Thaddeus Young, Robert Covington, Tim Duncan, and Malcolm Brogdon. Very intelligent group of watchers here at Cardi Cards. Royce O'Neal, DeAndre Jordan, CJ Ellerby, and Dominique Wilkins. And last pack of the break. And we started off with the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic, Norman Powell, Kira Lewis Jr., and a Charles Barkley all-time great. Very nice hit for the Phoenix Suns.
There's a siren.
Just in time for the Heat. The siren showed up right on time. Because what we're doing here with all this fire has to be illegal. All right, folks, that was the break. We have our random. The random. All right. For the random, we're going to give away this LeBron James Elevate and this Cole Anthony. Top spot gets to LeBron. Bottom spot gets to Cole. Go to the Cardi Cards Facebook page, comment on break 278, and you will be entered into the random. I'll give you guys a little time to go ahead and do that.
Comment right there, guys. Give you guys like 2 minutes. Recap.
All right. Recap of our bigger hits tonight. Devin Vassell. Carmelo Anthony bang insert. Peyton Pritchard. Kyrie Irving bang insert. Xavier Tillman. Xavier Tillman. Kira Lewis Jr. LeBron James. Onyeka Okongwu. Jayshawn Tate. Killian Hayes. Luka Doncic. Onyeka Okongwu. Steph Curry bang insert. Emmanuel Quickley. Giannis will win. Anthony Edwards. Another Anthony Edwards. And our KP Genesis. All right. Go ahead and
PJ Washington.
Oh, we got PJ Washington Genesis as well. Let's see. Where's the? Let me see. I'm going to start a randomizer here. Has to be greater than 5.
Alright, let me check Facebook. See who commented.
Remember, these are the cards that are going out to the winners. LeBron James for the top. And Cole Anthony for the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at?
Top.
Oh, this one. Sorry. All right, has to be greater than 5. 8.
So.
All right, we're gonna roll it 8 times. Top spot gets to LeBron James. Bottom spot gets to Cole Anthony. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good luck to all. And 8. Shane with the LeBron and Debbie S with the Cole Anthony. Congratulations to our 2 winners. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to wrap this up. We got
one more break.
One more break coming. Please join us. And we will see you guys then.